gold medal up for grabs here as India's Pooja takes on Italy's Petrilli for the recurve women's individual world title.
On target number 1, representing India, Pooja. On target number 2, representing Italy, Vincenza Petrilli. The line judge for this match is Miss Gazalla Rasoli.
So women's individual recurve gold medal at the World Championships up for grabs. It's all smiles on the Indian side of the shooting line for Pooja, the 24-year-old, inspired to take up the sport by her namesake. She goes up against cool as ice Vincenza Petrilli of Italy, the Paralympic individual silver medalist from Tokyo. And it will be the Italian to get this gold medal match underway.
Looks super strong. Great process. So little movement in the shot. Just saw the bow nudging left and right slightly. Wonder if that's where that left 8 came from.
Petrilli can put this out of reach with a 10. Throws it into the 7, and that's left the door open. Pooja taking a moment here. An 8 to share the points. And it's an 8 that she's got here. 3 in a row for a 24. They both got to the score of 24 over 3 arrows. So 1 apiece in terms of set points. Big spread of the arrows there, Nikki. Not the grouping that you tell us the archers are looking for.
Yeah, both of them there just looking at both targets. A little bit spread. You know, there's nerves at stake here, isn't there? There's a world title at stake, so I expect them to be a little bit, you know, under pressure at the moment. So saw that young Italian just having a bit of, I think, a bit of self-talk on the shooting line there, just probably talking to herself before the shot, staying calm, sticking to the process.
So all square after 1. 5 sets in the individual tournament. Lucky Charms on show there, as well as a close-up of the equipment being used. Vincenza Petrilli looking to add to the Paralympic silver medal she won last year. says Pooja, drifting off to the right.
So though, and I wonder, I don't know, is wind playing a factor here? We keep seeing hair moving, t-shirts moving, but or are they over aiming off?
9. Eight.
Well, into the 9 to finish things off for a 23, and the emotions just coming through there a little bit for Pooja. She does take it by 2 points in the second set. There's still very little between them, but is there some indication there that Pooja's starting to find her rhythm?
Yeah, it certainly looks like when she that set off like that. I mean, she's definitely more emotional. She's showing what's going on, isn't she? With that look of, of the first one. I think she just wasn't quite sure what's going on. But yeah, she seems to be getting stronger.
Hard-working judges here in the final furlong at these World Championships. We are down to the recurve individual medals. Just 2 more to go after this, and they have done a tremendous job here. Still tricky times to run an international sports tournament. They've done a brilliant job, and a hard-working group of officials have led the line well here. Of course, the big story is on the shooting line. Pooja of India leading Petrilli of Italy 3 set points to 1. We go into the third set and trying to keep her cool. Vincenza Petrilli will shoot first.
Nine.
Very methodical, the Italian. Matched by Pooja. Very unfussy process that she goes through. Very deliberate.
Nine.
Both archers just settling into this match now. And what they're made of. Look at the distance, those targets down there, 70 metres away.
Well, the pressure getting to her there with the 10. She didn't look like she was superbly happy with that, but it was right in the middle of the target. Oh, that looks like it clipped the first arrow and then diverted onto the line for a 10 for a 28. Can be beaten, but it'll need to be another 10 from Pooja. And that's gone out wide into the 7. So the 19 potentially could have been converted into a 29, ends up as a 26. And just like that, with 3 apiece. Well, you kind of hinted at it there, Nikki, that the two of them settling into the match. And then we see a 7 from Pooja. Was that pressure?
Yeah, it may well have been, like I said, She tends to be more emotional. She's showing us what's going on inside her head, and you know, as a young archer, she's beaten her teammate on the way here, the first ever Indian to get to the Paralympic Games. So I guess there's a lot of pressure on her shoulders right now, having taken her teammate out. She wants to do well here. She wants to win. She's got to put that all behind her.
Vincenza will shoot first.
Yeah, she has 3 apiece here in this women's gold medal match. World title at stake. Petrilli versus Pooja. And it will be Vincenza Petrilli to shoot first. This is a real nervy one.
Eight.
You would never know that she shot a 10. The one that she shot earlier on, she had the same sort of despondent, oh dear, what's going on here? But it's a 10.
Sometimes you get lucky. You just got to take those shots.
9.
There's a bit of emotion creeping in for Petrilli. She likes to keep her cool and not show too much.
7.
Can either of these two athletes break away from the other? Both on 17, 1 arrow to go. 9, not bad at all.
9.
26. Bit of pressure now on Pooja. She's shot 10s, but she's also shot 6s. Bit more confident with that shot and gets a 7, and that's enough for a 24 for Pooja, but not enough for the points. And just like that, Vincenza Petrilli takes the lead at 5-3. This one is a real cracker, isn't it? It's gone up and down, very difficult to see. We thought Pooja was taking control, settling in, and all of a sudden, cool as ice, Vincenza Petrilli is back in the lead.
Yeah, this really is a mental game. You know, either of these archers can shoot 10s. We know that. It's who can do it under the pressure, who can do it consistently, and it's such a mental sport. You've got to stick with your process. You've got to try and block out everything that's going on around you. What's your opponent scored? What they doing? What's the scores on the board? You know, all that stuff. You've got to try and just blur out, I guess. And like we've seen, Pooja really is showing her heart on her sleeve at the moment.
Nikki, you're a former world number 1. You've been in this situation. How much of this is about, well, this is the last hurrah, this is the last session of the archery at these world championships, and they're already thinking about packing their bags and flying home tomorrow?
Stay in the present. Stay in the present. You've got to keep your mind here.
I'm going to use your favourite phrase, easier said than done. Pooja trailing 5-3 in this gold medal match, shooting first in the 5th and final set. And that's a great first arrow into the 9. Just a little bit of pressure, but look at her again, not looking happy with it. These archers are perfectionists. It's not just the score, it's the process and the execution. It's enough for Petrilli. She just needs to match Pooja.
Great group, but not making the most out of it. Can she move them up?
9.
Massive pressure on this arrow. The last of the regulation arrows. Pooja goes left and into the 7.25 set.
7.
The 7 is enough for Petrilli to become the world champion. She takes a moment. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. She needed a 7 for the world title. She clips either the 8, it could even be a 9, but it doesn't matter. It's enough for her to get 26 points as a minimum. And she takes the world title 7 points to 3. You can see Pooja fighting back the tears here. She's disappointed. She didn't fit in. She didn't click in this final. Vincenza Petrilli showed what she's made of. She had to fight from behind to come back in sets 4 and 5 to take the world title, and Vincenza Petrilli can add the 2022 World Championship title to the silver medal she won at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo last year. Congratulations to her.